Here we are with another guiltygearstrive video. Yeah, we just chilling. We playing some Zato. Um, it's gonna be a little rough. I ain't gonna lie, because this is my first time playing a character that's not Happy Chaos since my first Happy Chaos video. So what was that? About 3 weeks, right? 2-3 weeks. Yeah. This is my very first match playing a different character in like 2 or 3 weeks. So it's gonna look a little rusty, and by a little I mean a lot. But it's alright. Yeah. Playing some Zato. Good old Zato. I don't know how people feel about Zato. He could be. It just depends. I feel like a lot of people consider him to be really strong, but then a lot of people consider him to be really weak. I don't know. I'm on the side of him being very strong, and like I'm on the side of he can get some buffs, and he'll end up being the best character in the game. Like he has that potential. But I don't think he's the best character in the game yet. You have to be really good at the game to be able to, like, if you go against, like, a top Happy Chaos player or a top, like, you know, like, Bridget or something, you have to be really top-notch with him. He takes a lot more effort than everybody else. So maybe he is bad. Maybe he is bad for that reason, because he definitely takes a lot of effort. Way more than any other character. But it's not like the effort isn't worth it. It's just that the effort is... Though you get... You know, you get a reward with the effort. Like, he's very good. But I feel like if you put the same amount of effort into a different character, you would get better results. That's how I feel about him. But he's I felt this way, but when he got revealed, and even though I wasn't even gonna play him. Right, I wasn't even going to play him when he got revealed. But I think he's the coolest looking character in the game. Maybe not with these colors, but with his default colors, I think he's the coolest looking character in the whole game. Just his design. I don't know, I like... He's pretty much just wearing Batman armor, pretty much. That's pretty much what he's wearing. It just looks cool. I don't know, I'm a fan of his design. But, I don't know if I'm a fan of Eddie's design. I feel like they made him more goofy. He's a squishy, goofy guy. He's not really scary, he's just a squishy, goofy guy. Which is cool, but I feel like with this, Zato design, squishy, goofy would have been... It'd have been cooler to see like scary Eddie instead of squishy Goofy, but it still works. Like that heavy attack animation is absolutely insane. It looks so sick. And then also his colors change the color of Eddie. He's the only character in the game where that actually happens. So that's cool. They didn't even have to do that, but they did it. Even though they should do that, to be fair, I really wish that every color would change the moves of every character. I don't know, I just feel like that's pretty that doesn't seem like a hard thing to do at all. I'm gonna be honest. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I really feel like changing the color of their moves to match the color that you pick is brain dead easy. Like, I'm talking, you can get a whole character done in a day, probably. Or less. It seems brain dead easy. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. But it seems that, like, it seems like it is. And, like, I have experience with it because of PAL mod, but the thing is that I don't know how a 3D game works compared to how it would work in a game like Third Strike, because you can just do that yourself in those games. But I don't know. I know it's weird that I'm talking about colors, but to be honest, colors are kind of important because this game has such a little amount. Like, such a little amount. They're adding more, but will it be enough? I don't know, because, like, DragonBallfighterz had 16 colors for every character. The last Guilty Gear game had 26, I believe, for every single character. And this game has 11 colors. 12 if you count the Ultra Deluxe Edition color that you get. So, not very... And I think the worst part is that, like, their other games had holiday colors. So every holiday there would be a new color. Like DragonBallfighterz had Halloween, Christmas, and Easter. This game didn't have any of that. It's something that you don't know is gone until it's gone. Like, you don't think, wow, this game doesn't have a lot of colors. But, yeah, it doesn't. And once you like play a game that is missing something like that, you're like, something ain't right here. And me personally, I've always used this orange color. This is my go-to color for every character, pretty much. Yeah, I just like the orange color. Gold Lewis, Soul, and Zato are like my go-to orange color guys, but you know, whatever. Whatever. It happens. Correct me if I'm wrong though, but no, you know what? I guess I am wrong. I was gonna say that there's not a single modern day fighting game where you can actually change the colors. But you can on Tekken, you can change the colors and stuff. And before you say meltyblood, that just doesn't even count, because meltyblood has you choose between preset colors. Yeah, I don't know if that's not a feature because devs are lazy or because it could be a competitive disadvantage. You know, like, you could just make an all-black character or something and play on a dark map. But, I don't know, it's just, like, imagine if ArcSys games had color creators. That would be insane. That would be so insane. Because they look so good, and it would just be so sick to be able to create your own colors, as well as change the color of their moves. I don't know, I just feel like it wouldn't be, like, unfair. Like, it wouldn't be hard to see, I don't know. At least in an ArcSys game. Because the ArcSys, like, the characters pop so much in an ArcSys game, and the stages are really bright, too. It would be so hard to make a character that you just can't see. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's not possible. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I mean, you can already change the color of characters anyways. Just download a mod for it. Obviously it's way more complicated than just going into the game and sliding some things around, but you can do it. I don't know. It always absolutely blew my mind that they sell colored DLCs. It just blows my mind, right? And in my whole life, I have never purchased a color DLC. The only color DLCs I've technically purchased are because they came with the game, right? Like, I bought the deluxe edition of guiltygearstrive, and that came with extra colors, right? I never bought colors, ever. It's so stupid and absolutely insane. Considering the fact that a modder can just mod colors into the game. Better, by the way, because for example, let's say they come out with a soul color that you have to buy. Let's just say it's like it's a neon green soul color or something, right? His moves aren't going to be neon green. He's going to be neon green. But guess what? If a modder did it, a modder could make him neon green and change the color of his moves for free. I know it's so weird to talk about colors, but it's just like I never understood how it's one of the things about fighting games that always bothered me. I never understood it. Why are colors just so hard to do? Like, they're not hard to do. The devs make it seem hard to do. I just never understood it. Because from what I'm seeing, right, what these modders are doing, you can literally just have one person on the dev team doing the colors. It doesn't seem that hard to do. I just don't understand. And then they sell it to you. It's not even free. It's just crazy to me. Especially because they're so limited in this game. Like I said, I believe there's only 11 in this game. And like I said, 12 if you bought the Ultimate Edition of the game. You got an extra one as well. Which, by the way, I don't even like the extra one. Normally, I do like the extra one. For example, I really like that color in Xrd, but I don't like that color in this game. I don't know why. It just looks too basic. If you don't know what it is, it's black and neon blue. And for some characters, it changes their skin color to be neon blue, and it just bothers me. Like, just, I don't know. Yeah, weird video. I did not expect to be talking about colors, I'm gonna be honest, but it's a good thing to talk about, because it's another reason why fighting games just will never be mainstream. Because it's stuff like that. I mean, it's such a little thing that developers just struggle so hard to add. And colors have been a part of fighting games forever. People, like back in the day, people were identified by the color of the character that they played. It's a big deal, and it still happens. If there's a player that plays a character really well, you can almost guarantee that he has one specific color that he chooses for this character. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's always weird to me. But either way, I will say the colors in this game are pretty good for the most part. But another thing that's weird is, this also happened in DragonBallfighterz, by the way. Every character that was in the beta for the game had different colors that never made it to the final game. Why? Like, literally, it's so weird to me. Even if they didn't think the colors were good, I'd rather have, 16 colors instead of 11. It's just so weird to me. It's so weird how colors work. Yeah. Not a big deal. It doesn't change the way the game functions or anything. It's just like, why does this have to be something that's so complicated? I'll never understand. I'll never understand it. But luckily, if you're on the PC version, it's not complicated. You can just do it all yourself and have every character look exactly the way you want them to. So, yeah, bit of a weird video, but it is an interesting topic, I feel, because even if you don't care, there's no possible way you can defend the fact that they make it such a big deal and so complicated just to add a single color for no reason. At least ArcSys does. At least ArcSys does. In guiltygearstrive case, by the way, not their other games, but in guiltygearstrive case, they keep talking about how they're developing new colors and the new colors are coming along well. Like, I don't understand why that has to be such a big deal. Anyways, weird video. I know. Like, subscribe. I'll have something tomorrow probably. Random video, whatever. But it's an interesting topic, I feel. Peace.